All right. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing this morning? I have the girl sitting on me. We took her to the swimming pool now. Like every day is like, I want to go to the swimming pool. And she like gives me a hug and she's like, Daddy, I want to go to the swimming pool. I'm like, no, not today. The weather's not nice. So we have entered the no phase and the I'm going to whine to get what I want phase. So yeah, she is I am streaming today with the girl on my lap and a tablet propped up against my chest. And she is trying to milk it, so I take her to the swimming pool later. It has begun. Anyway, some crazy movement in the pound. It is all the losses it had earlier in the week. It is now retracing back up again, and is getting a bit crazy. Right, pound yen is up. It's down. Basically in the last 60 minutes, it's kind of reverted back again, both the pound dollar and pound yen, but up. 120 and 99, or I guess 119 and 99 now, to the top side in 24 hours. And again, as I mentioned, the 60 minutes it's been kind of reversing a bit with the U.S. session. Euro dollar up 49, which is kind of a little bit mixed. You're seeing basically dollar weakness is what's causing that. Dollar yen is down. Dollar Swiss is down. Dollar CAD. Somebody's butt is hitting the stream there. There we go. Sorry, back. I was like, wait, why is it flipping? It's her butt was sitting on the keyboard. Um, but you're seeing dollar weakness again. Dollar yen, dollar Swiss, dollar CAD down. We talked about the dollar CAD being a big mover yesterday, although again, last 6 minutes been retracing. Aussie dollar up, and then Euro pound down shows the European weakness and the pound strength. So glad that you guys find it funny. This is very difficult to stream. I'm not going to be able to get up. My butt is going to be so asleep in the position that I'm sitting in right now. Um, as well as I had a lacrosse game last night, so I'm already sore. Like my one thumb hurts. Yeah. It was a good. It was a pretty decent game. Although I got under a guy's skin so bad. He's like, "You're lucky I don't retaliate." I'm like, "Go for it, bro." And I'm one of the smaller guys on the team, so two of my defenders like, "Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." I was like, "No, no, no. If he wants to retaliate, I'm down. I'm down. Let's go." I had enough. Um, Guy like ended up knocking me over, steps on me, and the ref doesn't call a penalty. And I was like, "What?" So the next opportunity I had to hit him, I made sure that I had to get one in there. Um, yeah. Well, he stepped on my jersey, and we just have like these like porthole jerseys, so they're pretty thin, and like ripped it right down the like. I actually I have a cleat print on my stomach from where he steps on me, and I'm like, ref, there's no call on that because if he's holding me to the ground, that technically is holding. Especially on a face-off. And he's like, no, no, you fell. I was like, he stepped on me. If you need proof, here are the marks on my stomach, and here's the ripped jersey from where he moved. Like I like learn the rules. But yeah, but it was funny. The guys, he's like, "You're lucky I don't retaliate." I'm like, "Do it, bro! Retaliate it up. I'm in." You know. I was like, "Let's do it." I was like, "If you want to punch me in the helmet, go for it." I was like, "But I'm not taking my gloves off." I was like, "But if you want to, go." Um, yeah, it's funny. Men's league, they had a couple guys that were not in the appropriate age range, and I was like, "Mm-hmm." But yeah, we ended up losing by one. We were actually winning the first half. But it was it's fun. It poured like 5 minutes in. Like I couldn't look up the one side of the field because it was going sideways. And I was like, lovely. It was the direction we were going in, so it made scoring very difficult when you couldn't see where the goal was because of the rain. So would you stop touching that? That is talking into this. Do you want to say hi? Say hi. No, say hi to everybody. I don't know if you guys can hear the whining. The whining is real today. Um, Anyway, so far the news, we got a Dover statement from the euro. The pound data was pretty interesting. Broadbent, talks about inflation. I love his line here that yeah, a lot of the inflation is just coming from oil, right? And that's something that's going to go away, right? Early part of next year, oil will be back down to $40. Um, I guess. So yeah, um, yeah. And then Biden made some comments last night, but I think everybody's knocking him off. Biden wants to reduce he wants to reduce inflation longer term. But he's going to cancel more oil pipelines. So he's going to, allow the people that jack up oil and oil inflation to continue to do that. But yet he wants to control long-term inflation. So, like I said, if this offends anybody, sorry, but Biden's an idiot. Um, he is the one single-handedly that is causing all the inflation. in energy and particularly with oil. But yet he wants to, he wants to lower it long term. So yeah, making friends in all the right places. Um, Besides that, unemployment definitely a big jump here. 419 from 415 is a big jump, particularly when it was 460 last time. Or I'm sorry, 360 last time. Now, some of that also has to do that with the timing of the year. But again, you would typically see a job increase, particularly with summer jobs opening. But obviously with the situation, there was comments made about how the restaurant sector is going to be hard hit for a while longer, but those folks should just hang on. It's like you guys, I was like, you do realize that a lot of small business owners are restaurant owners, and if you're going to lose that entire segment of small business owners, and you're just going to help feed big business, isn't I believe that is what you said that the other side of the aisle does is they're all about big business, but and you're for the little guy, but yeah, allowing that sector to die or yeah, it's bad. Not exactly sure what the rationale is for that one, but anyway, unemployment data was bad. So tomorrow morning is the crazy day. As you can see, we have retail sales for the pound. Month over month is expected to be not as bad as it was before. Now we did see Australia's news come in worse than expected, but Broadbent did make comments about how we've seen the GDP in the second was the fastest quarter, around 5%. You know, than the first, more than 22% higher than it was a year earlier. This is the fastest ever rate of growth since quarterly estimates began in the 1950s. So, again, great data. We'll see what the retail sales if it backs it up. Rudy says, "Do you know what the word actually?" No, no, Neuro. He absolutely does not understand what it means. I think it's kind of maybe in one of the coloring books. I don't know, but transitory, and he went and the reduction. Again, maybe his reduction is he'll just outlaw all oil, so we're not paying it. That's the only thing I can think of. That we're going to single-handedly cure global warming, even though the largest industrial nation in the world is not following any of the accords and regularly is the worst offender, even though they promised that they would be better. Um, yeah, and now have also blocked another probe to figure out where the coronavirus actually came from. Yeah, yeah, those guys, um, who also do not like Biden. um, yeah, he's just following the flashcards. It's all right. But tomorrow morning, all the flash data I think is going to be important. Obviously, the German is going to be the most important. Although we do have to take this German manufacturing PMI with a grain of salt, with all the flooding and things that they're having over there. There was additional funds pledged towards helping Germany. Oh, excuse me. But I think that could affect the data. I think both of these could actually be a bit lower, maybe 60 for the flat for the manufacturing, and maybe the services down to like I don't know 50, maybe 57ish, 56ish. I think they both may drop, which may drop these European numbers, so we may get another day of European weakness. And then the manufacturing PMI, it should be good on both accounts. Again, it's expected to be revised higher as well for the pound. Then we get the CAD data. So we have retail sales for the CAD also showing down, but much, much less than it was before. I would, you know, although these are both negative, we're seeing the CAD really have a lot more strength come back. Canada just lifted their restrictions on the United States for travel. The U.S. extended theirs for 30 days, but like, I don't know. I don't know if Biden's plan is just to piss off all of Canada, but Canada finally, reducing the restrictions. It was like, okay, people can travel now. And then you said, nope, 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 you can't travel. So I know for Canadian citizens wanting to come back and forth. Um, but this way, Canada comes across across the border a lot more than the other direction. Because they come down here because like the difference in prices. It's not uncommon from that. Basically, Americans go to Canada to drink, right? Canadians come to the United States to buy a lot of goods and things that they don't have. Like they don't have Targets like we have, so a lot of them do big shopping trips. They come to the U.S., buy a lot of stuff, and then go back again because it's cheaper. Like milk is like a third cheaper, meat is cheaper, a lot of stuff is much much cheaper. Um, so it's very common, but yeah, now that it's land borders. They're blocking land. So you can fly. It's okay to fly, but for you to do a car trip is not allowed. So yeah, the United States has extended it to I think August 21st. So my in-laws are like, hey, we'd like to come when the new baby gets here, but who knows if it's going to be allowed. But so again, I wouldn't be surprised if we have misses here tomorrow morning, and then again, the flash services will come on right before we start tomorrow morning. So um, yeah, we'll see. And I would like to say, I almost put it up on stream. I got the new video card. I've been waiting for 6 months, probably over actually, it's July now, right? So, I guess a lot of the releases happened last September, so we're talking like 10 months now. I've been trying to get one of the new video cards. I got one on Newegg. I actually won a Newegg Shuffle. I unfortunately got a motherboard that I don't need right now, although I may, that may be a future upgrade into that motherboard. But yeah, was pretty excited. I won a Newegg, and it's here. I got it last night. Thankfully, I got it in before the rain came. But as soon as we hang up the stream today, that's what I'm doing. I am pulling the current video card. Um, this one has served me well for the last, I don't know, 3 years, I guess. 3 years, maybe. And it'll be recycled back into the one of the boys' computers. But yes, I'm stepping up into the 3 series. I'm excited. 3070 OC Asus. I'm hyped. So tomorrow everything should, whether it's not going to work at all or it's going to be amazing, and you guys may not see me anyway. So yeah, always happy when it's upgrade day. But anyway, let's dive into the charts and let's see what we got today. Let's start back over in currencies. Natural gas, remember inventories today at 10:32 as well. So here's where we are with the Aussie dollar. You can see we had a level, and again, this is a larger kind of hourly level. We could shrink it back up into this range here, make it a little bit higher, and you can see. I mean, from the first level when we took the entire level of basing, you can see that we touched and pulled back, and then we started basing again here. Actually, it should be there. Um, this telltale sign is going to break through. I mean, it hit once, and again, remember the first level was set here where we originally set it. Here's the refined level. We hit it, we pulled down, we hit it, we based. It's breaking, so it's no longer a level that we're necessarily concerned about. That would have been, and again, the way that it chopped back and forth, it hit and pulled down, hit and pulled down, hit and pulled back down again. You're what? You're hungry? Where are you hungry at? She's not going to do it. Hold on, let me peel an orange real quick for her. 5 minutes before, I'm like, hey, you're going to be hungry. And she's like, no, I'm not going to be hungry. So now Daddy's stuck peeling an orange. Yeah. So I think right now the next tested level we have is at 7405. So it's an area we got to watch out for. I think it's decent. It's pulled away from that level pretty fast already. Right now it's kind of stuck in that kind of area of interest, kind of a chop level. And I say area of interest because obviously it kind of it's. I know you're so hungry. Would you just wait? Daddy's peeling your orange right now. Here you go. She's looking at it. She's going to eat it on me too, and I'm going to have orange juice all over me. But I think 7405 is the next decent level where we can say, hey, listen, sellers have stepped in here. They've supported this drop. Let's look for it. There's no other real news today. It will move with the PMI data tomorrow, though. So again, like I said, it's getting higher up on the extreme range. I mean, we're in the blue area, as you can see with the background. But that's the next real area. This one, unfortunately, this one has proved that it wants to push through, and the chop back and forth shouldn't. Even if you took it in spot, it wouldn't have cost you any money because it gave you three different, and three different. Here, take it. Want that to break it apart? Can you sit in your chair? Here, Daddy holds you. Here, sit in your chair. You eat your orange in your chair, not all over Daddy. There we go. Look at this right here. Um, but that would be the next level. Again, because we do have a testing in here, you can throw something on there. There, down your 3-to-1 is literally pulling right back into this area of interest. So I think it's a decent level. What? I will say she wants more than the boys. There. Here. All right. So there's our Aussie dollar. Aussie yen. You're seeing kind of the same thing. We talked about a level here, but kind of the same idea, right? What did it do? It hit it, pull back, hit it, chop, 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 came up and stabilized, and then use it in the other direction. So I think it's kind of in the same. It's in the same kind of placement, right? The next level we have is really sitting kind of up in here, and that's the next region we bounced off of. But is it a good short? Not really. I think we wait till this one comes back up to the 8290 level. It was an area here. It was tested. It hit it and then ended up coming full down again. It's probably good for one more hit. And I would say, as far as what the downside goes, or where we would look for buys, it's kind of hard. There's a small level around 8090, and it did base, it did come up, it did test it. Is it the best? Not really. I would say this is a better area here, and this is a US based level. Is it the ideal opportunity to go long? Eh, not really. Right? I mean, yeah, it was decent movement. It was somewhat explosive. There's not a lot of pullbacks. But unfortunately, right now in this one, it's really the best we have. So, I'll mark it as a green, but just be cautious with the level. And the reason I'm marking it is because this is kind of where our new channel is going to be established between these two, right? The 8190 and the 8050, and you can see it's only, we're talking about 50 pips back and forth, and it's kind of stuck. And right now, since the 3 o'clock open, all it's done is chop back and forth inside of a very kind of minor range of about 24 pips. So, is it an extreme? Not so much. But it's the best we got. So either short or long, I would wait for a confirmation trade, meaning I'm looking for a bounce. I'm not looking for a quick kind of a quick jab in. I'm looking for a hit of it and then another hit that doesn't go as low, and then you take it on the way back out again. For either of those two levels from 8190 and 8054. Now euro pound you can see is coming down. Right, we had this setup here yesterday that we were looking for right around that 10 o'clock, right around that 9:30 window. That 10 o'clock is where we were right now, is where we kind of pulled in and then we based below. As you can see, that one continued all the way down. We were calling for a short at 85.68 as well, and that one went through. It didn't go all the way as much as we wanted, only about 18 pips lower. But had you taken that one, um, had you taken that break, this one would have been a little bit choppy back and forth. You probably would have taken whether a small loss or a break even trade on that one. Um, and again, this is the profit taking that's really stepping in. Here's where the statement actually here is where the statement occurred earlier today. We've really just all the movement that we had in the European session. It's right back to where we were before. So hopefully you guys were able to grab this one. Not sure why that one didn't mark it. I don't know. Sometimes when we go in this direction, it doesn't like it. I don't know why it's doing that. It should be showing it, but it is not. I guess maybe I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't like the breakthrough. Even though this went like it like triggered and stayed in, it doesn't want to do it. It'll only do it there. Right? It's like, no, 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 there is fine too, because it didn't get stopped. Like it doesn't understand like getting stopped out. I guess if I drag it low, yeah. If I drag it low enough, I mean like there is still the same trade, but it won't show it. But there will show it. I don't know. It is what it is. But there was your short from yesterday. Today, what I would say is probably focus on that same level. We could refine it a little bit up into that range. Maybe look for this one to come up to that 86.18. It is a middle of the area. It's not an extreme, so kind of watch it. We do have some basing here as well. If you look to see where the basing is right there, I'm gonna change that one yellow. But it didn't really kind of come back and react to it, so it may just be a kind of a stall area. Yeah, it was a stall time frame. So let's see. Let's say that this is probably still good. We'll change this to green now. We stabilized off of that. Let's pull that to there. Change this to right there. No, Dad, I don't want. We're gonna remove this now. We went through, but it wasn't enough of a movement. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to change a lot of these around. There we go. Mm, yeah, it's probably we're good right now. So again, this would be a confirmation bounce off of it, the 86.18, 86.90. I'm sorry, 86.69. Touch is fine. 85.25. Touch is fine. 84.91. Touch is fine from either of those levels. Okay. Euro yen. So I drew this morning. I'm looking for a break, and again, you can see it kind of pulled all the way back up again. That 130.18, we mentioned it yesterday. That's where we were sitting. We pulled up and touched it at 3 o'clock. Came back down, grabbed it again this morning, touched it, and literally drove right back up again into that same zone again. This is hit number 3 now, so we need to be cautious. And again, what we're looking for is if we get a break now. Again, because we pushed this one literally to the brink, what we're looking for is a short below 129.73. It will most likely bounce off of this area. That's where I'm assuming we'll hit base and pull back up from it. But again, these are basically the same bottoms, so I'm not necessarily as worried about you know, that one holding. And again, profit targets will be 129.21. And again, we can move these off. It has not broken yet. I don't know when it'll break. Maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But when that break does eventually occur, um, when we have the break of this, that's where we're looking for this one to go. Okay. Looking for this one to push to the downside. All right. Now, this trade has been done and happened multiple times at this point. We'll put that down there. There's your 1 to 3. We got plenty of room for that target. Yeah. So, yeah, this one's hit about 1, 2, and we'll see if this one continues to fall back down again with the yen. Still in the middle of the range. So, again, our extreme trade is still up top. Oops. What we got right there. That most likely will break. I'll leave that, but that most likely is going to break. Oh, you playing with stuff? She's playing with the box. Yeah, 129.73. Like I said, we'll see how much longer this one holds up. I wouldn't be surprised though if this one does pull back. It's already provided 2 different trade opportunities for full profits. It's probably at the done stage at this point. Whoops. We'll leave that one on. That one we can take off. 31.18. This we don't need. Let's change this to green. We have that one, but no, we don't need to open the door, JJ. Knockout was good. Again, here's that call spread. Call spread's been it's been the champ of the week. This call spread. Take it off now. We don't need it. If you're not already in it, it's too late now, obviously. um, there we go. All right, euro dollar. Oh, I did that little check thing again. There we go. All right. So we talked about this one breaking the next time it came through. You'll see that there's a big spike up in that one. And this one missed entry by a little bit. There was a decent level sitting right here that formed. This would be a question. Can I change that? Oh, I can. Maybe I'll start using those. It was a decent level, but ended up missing just by a little tiny bit, and we drove higher. So we didn't expect the 18-19 to really hold again. Because again, 1, 2, 3, number 4 is what broke through. We're really looking for these to come back up again. And we know that there is a 118.59 kind of knockout up top here. Everything really just basically gets slid across. So we're really looking for the 118.9 to be an entry from down here. It didn't get as low as what we wanted yesterday. And then again, today we're sitting right here. So it really didn't do much. Spike up, spike down, and then gave us a little bit of a move. It's up 0.2% today for the day, and it's already starting to pull back again. So I don't really see much changing. If you want to, kind of look for this level, 117.66, I think is probably a decent level. I like how it pulled down. I like how it had the 1 candle base. I like how the 3 wicks in there are ascending. I think all those are good things to the top side. So I'm happy with that for maybe a later day trade. But it is definitely more of an intraday trade, not anything that we want to take swing wise. That would be much farther down here at the 117.12. So we can remove this now. And in fact, do I want to leave this? Let me see. 22. we'll leave it right now, but we're probably going to take this one off pretty soon. All right, pound yen. So pound yen came up, got us to about a 1 to 2 before it started rolling back again. It was decent. Like I said, there's a lot of strength in this one. It came higher. The next time we're looking to get short is up here at the 152 level. There was a knockout here that got broken, and again, we never got close enough for the entry. I don't need this one now. We're going to keep this down here because, again, you can see there's the Harry Potter push off of it. Excuse me. I did not catch that one, though. That was a 4:30 a.m. push. Yeah. How much did we get off of that? Damn, that was 60 pips, too. Yeah, I did not get this one. I had an alert here, but I did not see this one. That's unfortunate. Actually, this should have been there. Yeah, that would have been a nice long. Actually, I think that would have worked on both sides. I guess it would have stopped. Yeah, it was a 4-1. There's your 4-1. And then long side. Your 3-1 is sitting right there. Yeah, that one didn't take long at all. Actually, it would be there. Right, because the pullback in. So yeah, so that was a nice one. I did not catch that one, unfortunately. That would have been a nice little grab. So pound yen, I think again I do like this 152.47. I do like how this formed a racetrack here, so we can remove this now. We'll keep this one on where we currently are. Let's go ahead and grab. So how much is that? It's about 20. We'll probably refine that into there. You know what I'll do? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this 0, this red, that 4 point. So that'll be we're gonna use that for Harry Potter, so it's not as confusing anymore. And then we'll do green on the top side, and then we'll use these as regular reversal levels. Look at that, working on the legend every day. Legend by like Map Legend. All right, so that's what we got. So short at 152.47. If we come through with a break of this level here at 150.73. I do wish I could push that on the other side too. Would be nice, right? If I could bring that to the other. Is that an option? No, not an option. Oh, well, wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. 152.73. And again, profit target's probably back down here in this zone. Probably there. Is where your profit targets would be. Yeah, done there. I can remove some of these. Again, that was a nice little trade too. Actually, we can refine this a bit forward. Right there is fine. All right, pound dollar. All right, so pound dollar just came up and touched a level. And again, kind of the same thing, right? We broke through, we pulled back yesterday. Your 1 to 3 is there. So you can see how long that one actually lasted. Riding that up to the opposing level would have given you a 1 to a 5 point. Actually, higher than that, right? 1 to 6.25. So nice little entry in that one, right? On that pullback. And again, it was an area of interest. It was a level we had basing, and there was a top. We hit it here. We based in it. It's like, yep, it's going to break through. Came back in, pulled up, and boom, off to the races. Small risk on this one. 14 pips worth of risk. So again, not a bad little trade setup in there. Risking 14, taking it to the opposing zone. 73. Even if you just took it to its 3-1 target. Again, you're getting about 38 to 40. Round that one to 40. It didn't reverse on it until about 60 pips. So nice little setup. Pretty textbook Harry Potter trade right there. Right now, by the way it looks today, again, we're having a little bit of an issue. It is a mirror top, so I don't think this area will not hold if it doesn't turn and roll right now. Next clean entry that we have on this one is 138.61 to the top side. We could technically use this for another Harry Potter based trade. Um, on the way back down again, but I'd probably do it a little bit lower. What I would do is most likely kind of block it off here and look to take that one. Um, red, something along those lines, right there. Would be a Harry Potter short to the downside. A 36.70 break. All right. 135.83 is still good. I like that one. It did push deep, but it had a nice little response on that one. So there we go. I don't think we'll get up here on this one, so we'll just remove that. Onto. We're so far away from these right now. It doesn't necessarily matter, but just want to keep bringing these across. And again, we'll keep that there, but that's probably going to be. I don't know if we're going to trade that. There you go. Okay. Take that off now. European move is not there. Take that off. Good, good, good. All right, there we go. Dollar CAD. So, Dollar CAD, yesterday we were sitting right here. We talked about a break of 126.30, 126.03. It provided a sell over here. And again, this one just sliced right through all the way down. Now, we did miss entry. We were looking for this 125.15 level, the hit to go long off of. It ended up front running that one and coming back up again. It is driving. Remember, I'm not necessarily interested in taking a short off that level now. If anything, if we have some basing in there, that would help us establish a new risk level for a bounce off of that. We don't have it right now, but we'll keep it on there because we want to know if it's going to base in that level. That could provide the opportunity where we look for the bounce. But if you're able to grab this one, again, this one had you know, quite a nice run. I mean, full to the downside would have been about 82 before you got a green red green. Had you run this one, let's see, a green red green would have given us a break above here. This is about a 40, about a 44 pip, profit on that one. So not too bad, right? Um, yeah, so nothing really changes. We're looking for a base in this level, and that would be a sign to go higher. Let's move this guy here right now. And 9 o'clock is there. You're not going to the swimming pool. I know you're saying please, but that doesn't mean we're going to get it today. Tomorrow, you go Mammy's tomorrow. Here, pop the bubbles. Here, pop this. Here, ready? Oh, they don't pop. Oh, there we go. You pop them? And it's funny, she changes her voice. Please, Daddy. All right. So, I know they're very hard. It's hard to pop. Twist it. Pop. Oh, here, Daddy fix. Hold on one sec. There we go. Oh, here you go. Here, here. She ends up Melissa's tab. She uses Melissa's tablet. Mommy's play is what she calls it. But if she like doesn't touch it or it goes into like the standby mode where it asks you math problems. She guesses, but then it's like you must enter the math. It's like it gets like harder. It like starts off with addition. So by the time I get it, it's like multiplication and division, and I'm like, wait, what? It always throws me for a loop, and I'm like, why is it asking me to do math? Like, what is this? Um, so yeah, so right now, I wouldn't be. I think the next short we have would be coming up here, and I'm okay with that one because we've had two great reactions off of it. You could technically put a. We could technically put a kind of a new level in here. Right there. Right, we could put a refined short in there if you want to be more on the aggressive side, off that new level. And actually, I guess I should not do this. I guess this is wrong. The Harry Potter bit up there, but you guys get the point. Is it going to draw the same one? Yeah, it's going to draw the same one. I'm not going to put there, but yeah, we could get a. We're so far right now. I'll fix it tomorrow. Yeah, it's 127. It's not moving that much today. So I think 125.15 still is decent. If we come up and we base and move sideways through this level here, again, we can look for longs higher. And that would be a break of above 26.15. So hopefully you guys are able to grab this one to the way down. Dollar Swiss. All right. So Dollar Swiss is back in the angry mode. So as you can see, we base along this, right? There was the aggressive entry, it hit, and it just doon, 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 doon. It just literally is just life support, right? Boop, boop. And then all of a sudden it did its thing, spiked with news, dropped back down again, spiked back up again. Now, this did not close inside of this range. So again, you may or may not have gotten in, short on this entry. If you did, I think you were at a 1-to-1 on the short. Let's see. No, sorry, didn't want that one. I think we got to 1-to-1. Yeah, it was right. It was right there. It's a 0.95. So had you taken this one in spot, just trying to be aggressive and taking the break, you would have got stopped out on that one. It would have been a 9 pip loss. It was close to where you have to move your stop loss or your target. Actually, your stop loss, not your target. Um, but yeah, this is back why I hate the dollar Swiss sometimes. So we obviously have this position up here at 92.42. We got one higher up here at 92, which is a higher time frame level. We could also draw a level here and talk about the basing level that kind of came in, which is, I would say it's decent, right? Right. Uh, there's what the drop would look like. You are doing it. I'm not even sure what she's doing. Probably something she's not supposed to. But that's where I'd be looking for the next short. Again, I like the base. I like the push. It came in at 9:30 with the U.S. trader, so it's a viable level. A lot of the basing sideways in it though came from being in the middle of the night, so it's okay. I think this is a decent level, especially for news tomorrow. It's got to go about 26 more pips. Could do it today, but we'll see. Um, looks like all the cryptos are at 32 again. They were at 29 yesterday. I know. I guess there was comments that Elon once again jacked them up higher. AMC's back to 39, right down 3% today. GME's coming lower, and Dogecoin is it's at 18, so it's higher than it was a day or two ago, but is back in the red today. I know Elon was playing with these. Oh, whoops, we forgot dollar yen. Dollar yen. I don't have much on it. Again, we came through that Harry Potter, that yellow zone we talked about. Still looking for a breakdown here, the 109.78, and I'm looking for 110.46 for the downside. So either of those two work, as well as there is one just a bit higher, also sitting up here at 110.91. Okay, so a couple different shorts on that one. Right now, it's more range bound, so there's not a whole lot going on with it. Let's cover the indices real quick. Drop these down to a 15 minutes. All right. So, it looks like we've had this on for a break of this level. We haven't gotten the entry into it yet, though. I guess if you'd gotten in this, I guess we yesterday, but I'm looking more for the break at this point. Well, you know what? Actually, let's just move that one. We hit, we pulled back, we hit, we hit. I don't have a decent. 10:45. Here would have been your opening trade for the day. Not sure why that keeps deleting them. There we go. It's like, why is it deleting them? There would have been your open short. So at this point, you're up about 10 points. I would say watch this as far as a reversal goes. Pull another level there. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if this one pulls down. Obviously, we're at 10:30 where there's a reversal. It really hasn't given us much movement. It's at 0.04 on the day. Um, but again, there was a 15-minute short that it pulled back right in time into a zone for the open, so you could have got that push 10 points to the downside. This level is decent. I mean, it gave us a base. It didn't give us a great explosion, but again, it did give us kind of a pullback and a push higher. As you can see, there's the low is here, and then we have a higher low, and then a higher low, and then it kind of touched, then it took off. So I would say there's probably some buying in there. It may actually base through there. And again, if we are able to break through that, I think that there could be a decent target down to this level right here, at what 138.19 ish level. I think it's pretty decent. Um, yeah, I mean it's all right. Trying to think what I would do. This chop back and forth right now. It's kind of like, "Ugh." I don't think I would take this little red zone again. Maybe if we can get up to the 43.63, that's going to require 15 points to the top side. It is almost 10:30. Is there anybody else talking today? Let me see. No. Hmm. Dollar next is spiking back. One, two, three, four is what broke through. Okay, so that's good to know too. Really down to there, but okay, that's good. One, two, three. So that should break. What? Okay. So we should have a roll in the dollar back down again. So the ES should actually pop back up again. So that's a big question. So I was looking at the dollar to see because again, when we tend to have a weaker dollar, this tends to kind of go in a favorable direction. This is a decent. I would say this is a decent level on a 15 minute. That's decent from from that bit. I wouldn't actually be surprised if that actually pops up into a fib if you ran it from here to here. This most recent low to high. And like I said, I don't have it on right now. Fib extension. Base fib extension. No, I don't have anything that can do it with right now. Not that I have set up. Um, I- with the dollar, if the dollar starts to roll, yeah, I would see this come back up again. But I think 43.39 is not a horrible level. But again, the dollar is very indecisive, or this market is very indecisive. NQ is obviously up. NQ popped up into a level that we talked about. Again, did kind of the same thing at 9:30. The 9:30 candles right here drove up and then kind of had a quick pullback. There's probably a small short in that one. That's a level we've watched out for a bit now. Um, Thinking about if this one does turn negative like the other two are both slightly red. It could come lower. Probably uh, looking at clean levels, probably something in here is the only potential level, but it's so close to the test down here. This should be yellow because it was pushed through. Um, We've got a decent base here, and there's a base here. A little wick over wick. I'd say look for a target down here. And then again, watch the level here. This one, we'll just remove it. It's in the middle. So yeah, so short targets, I'd have it 14,737. Potential long, and again, could it go long off of there? Sure. I mean, buyers have stepped in there once. If we get a confirmation bounce, sure, take it. If not, we have a tested level here that was an old area of interest. You can see that it was, again, a top, base, bottom. And again, that would be our next target with a confirmation bounce. 14,669 would be high. As far as the YM goes, it just came off a level at 34,786 at about 6:45 this morning, and it just continued to push lower. Even on a 15-minute chart, you would not have had an entry in this one. I guess maybe I probably would have forced it, but I wouldn't have. That's not a zone I would have taken anything off of, and unfortunately, it never came up and it did not touch the base. So this one you wouldn't have got any entry off the open today. Gonna hold this short here still. If we break through 34,337 ish level, again, we have this racetrack down and, a decent push to bring this one across. Okay. Right there. That's more or less. Yeah, there we go. Let's bring this across. Sellers have confirmed that level. This is a Harry Potter, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get good with this. There's a Harry Potter level. All right, so that is YM. All right, let's dive over into oil. So oil went absolutely insane yesterday. As you can see, UK session opened, UK session closed. It didn't move, so it looks like it is preparing right now for a little day. It's normally black. The center would be orange. Ooh, I don't need it. I don't need three. One is fine. So that's what we're looking at right now. We got a little, and again, could be a little another little situation. We'll see. Yesterday there was just so much movement. I'm sure we're kind of at hangover phase. And again, there are some sellers sitting up in this range. You can see that this area here at 71.43 was a big area to turn it away. And in fact, 71.10 where we hit was kind of where this little hiccup occurred. So if we had taken a position here, right? Actually, there. There is your tested level. It's a bit of a gap as well. So, and that's exactly what we're kind of rolling off of. So, just keep that on your radar. If we go much higher, 71.17, 71.42 is kind of a zone where we should be looking to get short. We're still in the pink zone, denoting that we are high on the curve here. But after yesterday, $3 or whatever it was, what was it? From kind of there was the open to the end of the oil. Yeah, $4.10. That was a very, very big day, right? That's double the daily ATR. And remember, inventory was positive, surplus, and it just went straight up. Europeans took it, pullback right off that news. Like as soon as we got the news, you saw that it pulled down, and then once that initial phase happened, it just went crazy. So everybody that got short this one is just losing money on still probably. But I would be looking. I think at this point, I would be looking for this one to roll over and push back down again. Um, it's kind of out of catalyst, and again, natural gas in 7 minutes. We'll look at that one if we have time, and we'll see where it rolls to. Gold. So gold is back and forth. Gold came down to a level, and again shot higher out of that level. We talked about it, and again, what? What? What are you opening? Oh, you want to open the box? Here, you want to open it? Here, use this to open the box. Here, do the tape. Go ahead. Here, you do the tape. She's now trying to open my packages. Now she's going through my mail. So again, here's where the news release occurred, right? And again, nice pop up and really pulled back down again. So, um, you know, again, I think this is a decent way to get this one long. As I said, I'm kind of more in the gold camp right now to go long. Right now, it's at zero movement today. It's there's a bunch. There are sellers up here. It's spiked through, but really, if we can start to clear this area, again, I'm looking for this to come up to this 1823 level. I think again, with any more inflation talk, I think we can get it. So maybe the retail sales number tomorrow helps it. What? There you go. There you go. She gets very frustrated, cries very quickly. Um, I would like to find levels to get long gold, and again, the 1795 level has shown you that there are definitely buyers stepping in here, and with people coming forward, we can adjust this slightly if you wanted. We can just pull it across this way, adjust it just slightly to the downside. Can I open it? In 1 second. There you go. So again, the levels provided a buying opportunity here, another buying opportunity, and again, really it just touched it and gave us another buying opportunity of about $8 to the top side. So here, Daddy, help. Hold on, Daddy, help. Before you hurt yourself. There you go. Pull it. Use your muscles. Use your muscles. Um, but we'll see what these sellers have left in this area. As I said, this yellow area was kind of an area of interest from before. Basing. It was a top, a top, a top, a top, a top, a top, a top. Stop crying. There you go. There. Now there's no more tape. Ugh. She's like, "There's a piece of tape on it." I'm like, it's a box. Of course, there's tape on it." So that's gold. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if we pull back a little bit, but I'm really looking for a break of this level. And if you wanted to refine it a little bit lower, you could say a break of 1805. If you wanted to really kind of focus in on like further refine it, I would say that would be the further revision. So, if there's a break of now the birds want to get involved too. Everybody wants to talk today. 1806. 1806 to the top side would be the breakout that I'd be looking for to take it up to 1823. Silver, yeah, whip, 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 whip. We're looking for this to come all the way back down into this, 2483 range. It made it about halfway down from that level before, kind of coming back up again. This knockout, whoops, I'll say this knockout is pointless. We won't need it. But that's kind of what we're looking like. Let's bring this across. We don't need this knockout. We're going to keep this level on there. And again, based off of that, we will turn that one red because we're getting late in the week. Um, what? You open the box? Good job. Thank you. You're the best. No, no, you don't open this one. No, don't open this. No, you don't open the white one. You can only open the brown one. Now she's trying to get the computer components out. So, anyway, silver pretty boring. I mean, it's down 0.3%, but you can see. I mean, we're on a 15-minute chart, and you can see how boring it actually was. There's your 30-minute. It was just rolling slowly. We had a little bit of movement at 3 o'clock, and then from 9:30 we dropped down and pulled right back up to where we were before the news. So, I would say watch 25. Jinjin, stop. 2533 is a level that obviously sellers have they've defended it, right? And then again, maybe a little bit of a push down again if we can get there, but right now it's just not very exciting, right? One base, one test, front run, front run, front run, and same thing to the other side. But the 2483 is 2483 is the next area where I'd really be looking to step in. This one is kind of one of those like, maybe if we break out of the top side, but there's another level sitting right here. So whenever you have typically levels on levels, you go with the further one, but this is the tested one. We don't know this one yet. And again, this level up here at 2572 is also a tested level. So, all right, let's drop down to natural gas real quick. We got 2 minutes. Let's see what it's doing. It is pulling up into a zone right now. I can tell, at least on the 30-minute. It's not really necessarily stabilizing. Let's see. So we know that that's the higher time frame zone there. Let's grab this right here. So yeah, I would say let's go to 1. It's funny. You go to the 1 and it gets like super gappy. It gets super ugly. Uh, you could say that this is the stabilization. It stabilized for about 8-9 minutes into a zone. Right now, the way that it looks, it does look like it's more into a short type position. Again, it's not the best of it's not the best of levels. This was at 6 o'clock in the morning, 9. I was looking for like a US Open one, 10:30. I would say this one obviously not as clean, but I would say it's more set up for a short than anything else. We'll see what this one pops up as. Ooh, existing home sales was low. Leading index, not a big deal. Yeah, I would say the way that it looks right now, it looks like it's going to be set up more for a negative trade. Let me pull Nadex down and see. Let me see what we got here. It's already starting to move. Natural gas. I got this one jacked. Wow. Well, it's like 10. I guess it's not that bad. It's at. Yeah, there you go. It's already starting to roll. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to continue to drop. So, yeah, so I can see it on Nadex. I can see that it went down all the way to 93. there to 3.9. So yeah, it was up at 395, and now we're down to 39. So it must have come in as let's see where the number came in as. Yeah, red number. So yeah, so I forgot that this is delayed, but as you can see, when it pulled up into here, that's the delay that we're looking for a short. It's same strategy that you use for any of the other news releases out there, but particularly oil. So um, yeah, came back down again. This was when we started this one, it was, let's see, one, two, three, four, five. It went 5.5 strike prices to the downside. Hold on, I'm trying to bring a thing in here. I forgot that I got to put it actually in the window. There we go. There, you can see the strike prices that it went through. One, two, three, four. Actually, I guess we're above this. So one, two, three, four, five. We are 5 strike prices down almost instantaneously from that window. So again, 10 o'clock. It opened here. I just need a triangle. Oval is fine. Right there is where your binary opened. When it pulled up, you guys can see on a 5-minute. Again, either level was fine, but we're seeing this type of pullback right in there. So, and there you go, pulled back up. Now the stabilization is not as clean here. It stabilized here, it came up, touched it, and then came up right beforehand, and then 1025. So it started to move. So five strike prices to the downside based off of that number. So, um, you know, telltale sign, telltale sign. All right. Again, just proof that this one is it is also predictable. All right, let's go ahead and do the drawing for today. Where the heck is it? Stream elements right there. All right, let's pull it across. I gotta add that in there. All right, who do we got in here today? Ernest is not participating today. Ernest is mad because I picked on Biden earlier, so Ernest is not involved. We got Marina, Debbie, Will, Sean, Eki. Eki, you won yesterday, right? Just to confirm, didn't you win yesterday? Almost positive you won yesterday. So you will be going for. Oh no, wait, you didn't win yesterday. Or wait, did you? No, you did. Yeah, you won 50 yesterday. So yeah, so you'll be going for 100 today, right? Yeah, you'll be going for 100 today. Everybody else is going for 25 in here. So um, that's it. Let's close it down. Close giveaway. Let's draw the winner. The winner is Marina. So Eki got added to the women yesterday, and then the women won again today. So it looks like the women are back to their domination ways, right? They have taken over, and look at this. Marina is right on the heels. She is one Wednesday away. Will's like, man, she's gonna definitely win from now till 2022. Yeah. And it's funny, you know, Eki, I don't know if you're a guy or girl, it doesn't matter either way, but you got added to the girls list because you keep sneaking and winning. So like right now we have, the team girls in second, third, and right down here again. And you're cruising. And you're not even subscribe, like a subscriber to the channel, and you're climbing up there. But you've been added to the evil empire of winners, according to Ernest and Will. But yeah, look at that. And look at that. Well, to tell Ernest, hey, if you don't play, you can't win. So, um, but yeah, go Marina. It's awesome. We were just talking about you. I swear we were. Ernest, I think, was up too late last night. Evil empires of winners. Yeah. And you guys notice Ernest has not reacted to my picking on him for his cropped hoodies. I also told Ernest whenever he posts pictures, he has to have his hat. He has a specific hat that he wears that, like, every picture that maybe he doesn't wear it. Maybe it's just the pictures that I have in my mental image of Ernest. But Ernest has a specific hat that he has to wear that is like his calling card. in my eyes. Like I think he should like brand it and like that should be his, people would trust him if he has that hat on. And then he goes for his cooking contest, post a picture without the hat on, and I'm just like, now you just look like a random dude. Like with the hat, you're branded. It's like, yeah, that hat, that must be Ernest. He's that chef, you know. But otherwise, he's just a random dude. So, all right, 10:35. I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Good luck. Hope some of you guys made some money off natural gas today, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care.